Alright, good lord. We're back. Oh no, we can't hear your voice! Oh, I realized I forgot to check the mic. There we go. Good. We're back. We're playing Peglin. Darn it. We're doing it. It's been a bit since we've been here on this channel. Let's just play Peglin. I feel like I don't know what to do here. I feel like I'm all out of practice. I've got my menus on the other side here, so I can't... Let me move this over here just so I can keep an eye on my... on how loud my voice is. Nice shelves? Yeah, they are nice shelves, aren't they? These were always in the room before I moved, but since moving, now they're here, and they're all full of little miniature men at the moment. I don't know if you can see that, but little miniature men. Anyway, I don't know if you can even hear any of that, but we're gonna play Peglin. We're gonna play Peglin. We're doing it on Crucible 6, apparently. Larry Burner says, "Wow, is the man finally back?" And Giant Soldier says, "We could. It was great. I actually have. Oh my gosh, I can show you. It's gonna be a. This room is a big mess right now because I'm moving in. Larry Burndorf, hello, welcome. But I actually have laid out in the other part of the room. I'm gonna risk everything and pick up this camera here. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a bunch of little miniature men laid out that I'm assembling right now. Hello, welcome, Unwise Bird. But I've got some little miniature men that I was assembling there. Is that a 3D printer? It is an old 3D printer. It is several years old and was at my home, which when I was there for the holidays, my mother said basically to me, "Nobody's using this 3D printer. Do you want it?" The important context being that my brother-in-law, I guess he is my brother-in-law, who had been the person using this 3D printer before, upgraded to a much better 3D printer that he, what am I trying to say? Oh, that he used to print out, oh, you can't see, up there, Lord, okay, I gotta show you. Do you have a wall with 4 monitors, or am I tripping? No, they're not monitors, they're just shelves. These things, I printed out, like, this little building on it while I was home for the holidays on that printer that's there, and he printed out like 4 pieces of terrain from the same set in the same amount of time. So he has a much better machine now, and I have inherited this, but I have not successfully set it up yet, so it's still a work in progress. Okay. Oh. In any case, we're still getting set up here. Why aren't you printing gold bars? Oh, I should. What am I thinking? The honest truth is, the reason that, I don't know if the audio looks like it might be peaking. The honest truth is that I haven't used it because there's like a little bit of sprue kind of loaded into it, and I was like, but like separate from like the actual roll of the material, whatever it is, from this. There's a little bit loaded in, and I don't know how to clear it out, and I have not had the time or the energy to look up how to clear it out and actually do it yet. And that's the reason why it's plugged in, it's all set up and ready to go, except for that. Anyway, would you like a boost, says the game? I would. Oh man, I haven't played this in a while. Okay. Orb and Relic Battle rewards contain an additional option to choose from. Gain 1 Ballusion. Heal 1 every time the board is refreshed. That seems like a good option there. Lord, I was looking at actually all my, Giant Spatch says there's so much new stuff in Peglin now. Oh, it's been so long since I've played any of these games, but like, I was looking at my, old... You can turn the speed up to 3 times? That's big. Okay, we'll do that. Mercy, what was I going to say? I'm so bad at this now. Oh, I was looking at my Steam games recently, and I saw One Step from Eden, which to me is like a game that we play on this channel like with the same regularity as something like Peglin. But I think the last time we played it was like 4 years ago. Wait, let me see. One Step from Eden. was last played on Steam December 1st, 2021. Ugh. Larry Burner says, so if I were to redeem a HeroClix, are you saying I'd just be wasting my time? I guess so. The reason is, I have the Karens, right? I have this Karen here, and it's just a load of Karens in the fridge, in the shelf right now. But I don't have most of the HeroClix out and unpacked and available right now. So I could show you some other miniatures, but I couldn't show you a HeroClix today. Unless it was Karen. You fridged Karen? Yeah, Karen is, she's in the fridge, all of her iterations. And Larry Burner says, okay, just saving for HeroClix? Yeah, just gotta save it, Lord, let's see. There's a whole bunch of Karens down here in the shelf. I don't know if you can even see where I'm pointing. There's a whole load of them here. I decapitated one. Oh, here we go. I decapitated one the other day to make this cool Karen miniature. I don't know if that's showing up. I'm so sorry. I'm so unprepared for this. But that was just because I had gotten in the mail. Also, did you ever end the Pokemon stream? No, we didn't. I can talk about that too. We didn't finish playing Pokemon, and it's my fault that we didn't finish playing Pokemon. Because I went off the grid and didn't stream for a long time. It's been a long time since we streamed, huh? Besides the little tiny short one that we did. But no, we did never finish Pokemon. I gotta talk to Mouse. I feel kind of bad about that. Oh, we can turn up the speed, right? Is that with F? F. 2 times. Okay, great. Oh. Okay, I gotta get used to this a little bit, because to me it feels like the ball is very heavy. But that's okay. Oh, feels good to be back in Peglin. Feels familiar. It only went to 2 times. Maybe there's a way to go 3 times faster too, but I am not familiar with it. Okay, we'll go down, we'll hit this bomb, and we'll get them all. Bam! Ah, feels good to be back. Lord Burner says, are you growing any vegetables, or have you been too busy? So I'm not growing vegetables right now. That's actually a really good question, because I was going to set up the... I have like a little indoor, like a light to grow vegetables under, or to start them out under, and I was going to do that. I can't grow any vegetables outside right now because it's all ice in the backyard. But I do have plans to grow something out there. I just got to go through my seeds. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I got to go through my seeds. I got to set up the grow light and start some seeds out. Giant Spatcha says, there's a setting to turn it up to 3x, but the game makes you a disclaimer that it makes the physics wonky. Let's stick to ×2. Okay, Toil and Trouble. Applies 2 Spinfection on hit on crit. Apply an additional 2 Spinfection and can target any enemy. That seems kind of good. Is it new? Is that why there's an exclamation point? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're doing multi-ball. Larry Burner says, I remember you growing some exotic radish last winter or some shit. That is true, yeah. At the old apartment, I grew some tiny, tiny, tiny radishes, which I found out are supposed to be small radishes. They're supposed to like grow fast and be small, but they're not supposed to be as small as they were when I grew them, which was tiny. I should grow those again, though. I think I got seeds. And this is the thing, is like, before I was growing them, just to be clear, I'm in like a real house now, which is awesome. And I have like a real backyard, crucially, which is better than before I was growing things on my balcony, which was like not facing to the south and was generally not getting really enough sunlight. And so there's this I have this dream that all of these vegetables and things that I tried to grow and didn't grow very well will now grow well in the backyard. But that remains to be seen. Right now, again, the backyard is all ice, so nothing's going to happen there, right? For a little bit. Let's go to the deadly side. Let's go to this side. We got a question mark and get some, fight a little boss. I'm sorry I'm so bad at this game, by the way. Just as a general heads up. that I'm not going to be very good at this. It's been a bit, and I was not very good at this game to begin with. Okay. 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 Giant Spatcha says this particular pegboard sucks, by the way. Well, we're done with it now. Now, this is a double trub ball, which is multi-ball, again, which I do like. Do I like it enough to not read any of the other descriptions? Splat orb, best foot 4 warb, Dagorb. Larry Burner says, I'm shit at Peggle. I don't dare try this. I try not to let it stop me that I suck at it. Frankly. I try to just kind of power through. Let's go here. No, 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 no. No! Bum, bum, bum. Come on. Oh my god, that was so much suspense. Okay, that's fine. We'll fight this regular fight and then go down here. Okay, this is my double trub-ball, which does big crit damage, but not very good regular damage. Oh my gosh. Pen in my number 1 says, OMG, it's been such a long time since I last watched you. I lost my previous account. Oh, okay, I think it was called either Vasconcelos. Oh my god, I do remember you. Hey, Vasconcelos, welcome. Or the cult that isn't Samuel. I remember you were faceless for a good while. Man, that gives me good memories. Good to see you. Sadly I gotta sleep since it's late here. No worries at all. But it was nice seeing you. Be well. Be well to you too. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that would have been like... If I was faceless, that would have been like 3 years ago, probably. That's crazy. Welcome back to Twitch, ? No, welcome back to this channel, is what I should be saying. It's good to see you. Ugh. Doing pretty bad here. We gotta get the bomb. Big help from the bomb. Gotta be said. We need the crits. We need the crits! Okay, here's the big multi-ball. Okay, got that man. Feels bad, getting shot by a spider. Don't like it. Have we got this guy? Oh, not quite. Larry Burner says it's like a high school reunion in here. Oh, it is. I actually have not been to any of my high school reunions at this point. Have I? No, I haven't been. I went to one college reunion just earlier this year. Or no, last year, I guess, because it's 2025 now. God, I don't know. I don't know when it is. Let's see. Chemiball Hazard applies poison slime. Okay. Critsobalos. Trigger a crit every 6 hit. Okay. Jack Orb Lantern. Instead of exiting the pegboard, this orb will return to the top of the pegboard 1 time. Okay. And Pen in my number 1 says, I'm so happy you remember me. That's awesome, lol. Yeah, of course I remember you. Honestly, this channel isn't very popular. So it's it's a small number of people that I need to remember, but I do remember you. Unwisebeard says, I wasn't invited to my high school reunion. Oh no, so this is nice. Okay, why weren't you invited to your high school reunion? Let's do Jack Orb Lantern. F it. I don't know why it's a Jack Orb Lantern. Oh no, I gotta get the boss. Okay, good. We're fine. We're fine. We're all good. Ugh. Mercy. I need a haircut is something else that I'm noticing now that I'm looking at the looking at myself in the little video. It's fun. It's fun, the things that you realize when you're streaming again. That's never stopped me from streaming, incidentally. Needing a haircut. But I do. Okay, we gotta get some of those bombs. No! Okay, good. Go in the middle. Go in the middle. Go in the middle. Larry Burner says, I don't get invites to mine either. Oh, that's because I dropped out and got a GED before college. It's fair. It's fair. Okay, bomb these men. No, kill him entirely. Okay, this is a problem. As you can see, there are many of the men. Unwisebeard says, I think it would have happened, during the depths of COVID, so it was canceled. Okay, that was the same for me. Yeah, my high school reunion, I gotta just say, I was class of 2010. So it would have been 2020. Yeah, I think that happened for me too. I do think there was some kind of a get together though, but I remember them putting out like a photo and it was like 8 people there because it was a 10-year reunion. It was like a big deal. Larry Burner says, "Oh, you're a sweet summer child." Yeah, apparently. Giant Spatcher says, "Oof, 2010? I know, I'm a little baby and or an old man, depending on who's asking. It's just not a good year to be a graduate of." I'm working on it. We're working on streaming again. We're practicing talking and everything else. It's happening. Larry Burner says, "My grad year would have been 2000. Oh, dang. That's a pretty special year. It's a pretty special millennial year. Not millennial as in you're a millennial, but as in having actually to do with the millennium." A useless comment. I'm working on it. We'll get better at this whole chatting with the chat thing. I'm a little out of practice. Also, I'm getting owned by this slime dork. We gotta get the green thing. Okay, we got the bomb, and we got the green thing. Fantastic. Giant Spatula says, "When was the last time you spoke to another human being?" Is it that obvious? When was the last time I spoke to another human being? I guess earlier today. I did a job interview earlier today. Oh, this is another thing. Oh, man. I think I was streaming before when I quit my job, and then I started another job, which I also quit. Although that job I quit after like a month because it wasn't good. But now I'm looking for jobs again. It's fun. I've got so much going on here. It's great. Penim my number 1 says, "Class of 24 over here. Man, college has been rough." Oh, I'm sorry. I actually had a pretty hard time in college, very genuinely. I thought during my... Oh, I'm dead. I thought during my college that... or during my senior year, I genuinely thought that I would not graduate. There was one class that I was taking... I can talk about this. It was an algorithms class for computer science that was brutally hard. And I took the exam... So I was not doing very well in the class beforehand. And I took the midterm exam and went basically straight to my advisor afterwards and was like, "Hey, I think I failed that exam." Because it had been this thing where like, they had a question on every page and there were like 6 or 7 questions in the exam, right? So there's not very many questions. And I looked at the first one and I was like, "I don't know how to do this. I'm going to turn the page and go to the next one and I'll come back to this." And I did that through the whole test and went to the end and had not yet gotten, didn't know how to do any of these questions. So anyway, I thought I would fail. I met with my advisor who talked to the professor and came back and said, "Actually, the professor says you're doing fine you did fine on the exam." Come to find out that the average grade for that exam was, I think, a 20%. And I had gotten around that. I can't remember what it was. But basically, the average grade was a 20% and they had just curved it to hell to kind of make it normal. But anyway, it was a bad test. Larry Burner says, "I was going to say you're still unemployed." Yeah, yeah, basically. Post-battle upgrading now includes the option to increase your max HP by 4. Pebballs, no, not pebballs. Whenever you reload, refresh the board. I don't know if that made sense, that story that I told. But anyway, it's a little, like I said, we're a little out of practice here. That was not the end of me almost failing that class, though. But it was, thankfully, the end of me thinking that I had for sure failed it. Mercy. And why are these guys so tough? This is the first fight. They got 220 HP each? That's ridiculous. I guess I'm supposed to use these bombs, probably. I'm not good at this game. Ugh. Okay, we got him. Let's get the other bums. No, go get the other bums. Okay, crit. No, not what we need. At least they're not doing very much damage right now. Bomb build? Ooh, I do love a bomb build. I do love it. A duplicate orb creates 2 refreshes or... Oh! That could be fun. Upgrades each peg hit. Ooh, no. I want to do an upgrade the whole board. Larry Burner says, well, you had a job the last time I knew you were unemployed. So it cancels out. Perfect. Yeah, I had a job which I quit in the summer. At the early summer, June, July maybe. I don't know if that's early summer. And then I started a new job in like October, I think. And it was awful. It was horrible. Then I was moving. Now I'm moved and looking for another job. Pen and Main number 1 says, that story is wild. Reminds me of my economics teacher. Out of 80-something people that took the economics test in my course, only 8 had a positive grade. Oh, dude is legit cruel. That's horrible. And like, I just don't understand. I'm still like, I told that story a little bit because I'm still kind of pissed about it. Just because like, I don't think you get good signal from the different students if your grading is that harsh, right? Like, you've taken this 100-point scale and smushed it down to maybe 30 points, for like the really high scoring people. And it doesn't feel very useful. Giant Spatcha says, hell yeah, unemployed high five. Oh, good. Fantastic. Good. Not a good Peglin throw, though. Okay, we can get this guy. We can get him. It's a tough time to be unemployed in my industry right now, I think. Or else I'm just dumb and failing to find a job. But I think a lot of companies that were... Or what should I say? I think previously when I've been unemployed, it was at times when a lot of companies were hiring up computer programmers. And right now, computer programmers are all getting laid off. So it's a little bit of a tricky time. Larry Burner says, I went to a college full of morons, so I loved the curve. Ah, that's what you got to do. And I'm going to learn how to say this. Penny Main number 1, that is how to say it, says, not to mention in the last day of the year, he sent us all an email saying something along the lines of, I suggest you highly reconsider your life choices, happy holidays, and study a lot. That is absolutely brutal. Jeez. I don't get it. I had one professor like that who was, oh man. So the the first CS course that you took was like an introduction to computer science at my college, and kind of trying to like, offer a course that would be useful even if you never took another course in computer science, right? Was sort of the idea. It was to wet your beak or whatever, and that's a weird, I don't think I've ever used that phrase in my life. To wet your beak a little bit, and say, but if you're not into computer science, you'll still have learned all these useful things. And so the second course, which was taught by a very mean professor, was much more like, okay, now we're going to do like really CS fundamentals, and he was brutally hard. And what did he say? God, he said we were like, after the first problem set in that class, so the problem set is like the homework assignment. We did the first homework assignment, and he told us that we were like monkeys throwing code at the screen. It was just a big change of pace, just a big change of tone, I should say, from the previous course that I had taken. Penny Main number 1 says, it's hard to say it. If it's hard to say it, you can always call me Vasconcelos, lol, I don't mind. The Shakespeare monkeys in action, exactly. And Larry Burnoff says, I got a 4.0 in my first year because I thought grades mattered. Ugh, I never succeeded. Enough to do that well. Honestly, my GPA was like, I can't remember. It came out to like a B+ or something. But if you just look at like my computer science courses, it was so much worse. It was because of all the like Basically I got a minor in East Asian Studies and did Chinese language courses. And these things were graded much easier. And so that pushed my average up to like a B plus. But honestly, and if you look at only computer science, it's not good. Okay, let's see what we got here. What orbs did I take before? Can I see? Oh yeah, I took the one that upgrades. Lord, I've only taken one. Okay. Bouncy. Oh, I do want the bouncy one. Yep. Add it. Bam. Okay, map. Larry Burner says, well, sounds like you should be a Chinese coder. Ah! That's what I gotta do. I gotta find my niche. The thing is, though, I never got actually good at speaking Chinese either. I never went to China. It's a big thing. So I didn't never really make anything of it, unfortunately. You encounter a withered old Peglin flipping a poker chip through their nimble fingers. Do you consider yourself a gambler? Yes, I do. Flip the chip. No, you lose the flip and the other Peglin's eyes gleam with mischief as you feel a little weaker. Yes, flip it again. Nice. Bottom slots gain multipliers. Oh no, that double or halve your shot damage. And Unwisebird says, oof, I hate the gambling, Peglin. We got it. We won the flip eventually. The other Peglin gives you a wry smile and hands over the chip. Thanks for playing. Can't wait until next time. I like his mustache. Oh. Okay, we gotta go this way. Perfect. Let's do a boss fight. Larry Burner says, have you played Stardew Valley? Throw away the desk job and start a farm. I did play it way back in the history of this channel, like when we were playing One Step from Eden. I did play a little bit of Stardew Valley with my friend. This was like before we had the camera that showed my face or anything. I don't remember. I don't think anything really came of it though. I can't really remember. I guess we just stopped playing at some point, but it's a little too bad in retrospect. This I don't like what this man is doing, by the way. This big bull man. Wait, I'm gonna do it. Penny Main number 1 says, have you played Call of Duty? Throw away the desk job and go to war. So I played Call of Duty 4 when it was big. When it was a big deal, that particular entry in the series. I played it on PC, on Mac, I think, actually. But I have not played a Call of Duty game since then. I played it all the way through. I remember liking the, cutscenes and everything. But I only did the single player, so I hadn't played multiplayer. That's the crucial thing. This was not a good shot. Okay, we gotta get that refresh, mainly. Larry Burnup says, have you played Fallout? Wait, never mind. We didn't play Fallout, but we played, I think I have one of the Fallout games. Wait, let me look. I'm looking at my Steam library. Fallout. I do have, I think, the OG Fallout. And Fallout 76, weirdly, I have, although I've never played it. Is Fallout 76 still going? Sorry, we're gonna switch real quick. Sorry. I just gotta know. Is Fallout 76 mostly positive? Do people like this game now? Oh, no, they don't. No. This person put in 64 hours and just wrote no as their review. Ugh. Larry Burner says, I believe 76 is still going. Very limited storage, and of course there's a monthly subscription that lets you have unlimited ammo and junk. Very good game world. Oh wait, when were these reviews from though? February 19th. That feels pretty recent. So this is the thing, is like, these people who are not recommending this game, 93 hours on record, 64 hours, 114, 256, like, yeah, 1,000 hours. Oh, this person liked it, right? But like these people who dislike the game, 39 hours, like even games that I like, I don't play that much, I don't think. Can I see? Oh, One Step from Eden. Oh, it's my favorite game. Can I see my most played games? Games. games. Larry Burnham says the way they updated it. Oh, they updated and people liked it more. And these people still don't like it. Okay, so the game I have the most time in is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which checks out because I used to play that in college. Then Awesome Knots, which I also used to play in college. Although it looks like I played it last in 2019. One Step from Eden, that checks out. Castlevania, just because we played it through. I played it through once and then played it through again on the channel. Yeah, so anyway, so my top games are like 109 hours for my top games. And many of these are things that I've played through multiple times. God, we gotta play Darksiders. Ugh. Anyway, Penny Main Number says, imagine playing days worth of gameplay for a game you don't like. Giant Spatch says, I think I have 120 hours in Peglin. I mean, that makes, like, if you like a game, it makes sense. And, like, I should say that, like, I'm not a good sample, right? Because I'm playing all of these games for, like tons and tons of games I play for, like, 10 minutes or something. Or 15 hours. I wonder what the most common amount of time is. It's probably, like, 8 hours, honestly. I can't believe, though, that I played 8 hours of Elden Ring? That doesn't seem real. I barely got anywhere in that game. We played that for 8 hours? I can't believe that. I honestly, like, very genuinely, I don't remember anything that we got done in that game. Achievements 1 of 42. That definitely checks out. I can't believe I played that for 8.5 hours. Larry Butter says, well, you played Skyrim, so just become an adventurer. True. And, wait. Penny May number 1 says, Elden Ring is insanely long, for real? Yeah. What was the greater good? I don't remember. This was before I was streaming. This is actually, sorry. I'm just going on a little remembery tour. Last played March 9th, 2020. Oh, no! This is the game. This started the pandemic, clearly. Okay. I'm almost done here. I'm just curious. I think 6 hours maybe. Probably my most played. Anyway, the point is I've played all of these games a little bit. A lot of these we played on stream and then gave up on. Gods Will Fall. I can't believe we played more Elden Ring than Gods Will Fall. That's crazy to me. Very genuinely, I kind of can't believe that. But there you go. The Missing, JJ McField. Did we play that on stream? September 19th, 2020. It could have been. I don't know. I wonder if I played that on stream. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Maybe you left it paused when you rage quit, says Giant Spatula. Yeah, that sounds more right to me. Let's go back to this. And Larry Burner says, oh no, you spent time on Subnautica? Sorry. Oh, good. Finally. Okay, great. Larry Burndorf, you're on the same page as me. I did not care for Subnautica either, I think. It didn't kind of grab me. I don't know. I like other survival games, I think. I think I do. But for some reason, Subnautica just didn't really do it for me. And Penny Main number 1 says, time to go hunting leviathans, I guess. Them's the rules. Okay, we gotta kill him here. We got him. Thank goodness. Signal boost orb. No. What orbs did I take again? Sorry, I'm gonna do this forever. Bouncy orb. Oh, good. I've been non-committal about my build. I see. Larry Burner says, think I got here from Skyrim, but it's been like a year, so I don't remember. I don't blame you. I don't remember either. I don't remember what games I played even. Giant Spatch says, heal maybe. Fine. Yes, you're correct. Ballanks. Deal splash damage to the enemies to the immediate left and right. Do you want to do a bulwark build? I don't want to do that. Let's do a spinfection build. That's not too late for that. And then Wiseman says, Piotr with Skyrim was a lot of fun. Do I have any other of those Elder Scrolls games? Elder Scrolls. No, I have several other games also called Elder something. But I don't have Elder Scrolls, the one... Morrowind. I don't have, which I thought I did. Maybe it's somewhere else. Oblivion? Oh, I think I actually do have Oblivion. Wait, just a second. Hold up. Huh. With Pete W. Oh, Patrick Stewart. Maybe. Yeah, I got Oblivion on the PS3 with P-Stew. Yeah, and Unwisebird says Piotr waddling around over over encumbered trying to get away from a guard killed me. Oh, I forgot about that. I also just picked it up because it was interesting. I have this old PS3 copy of Demon's Souls from back when the best game of 2009 according to GameSpot apparently. This I got at a time when I feel like this game was not really understood yet. And I got it because I liked weird games, even in the old year of 2009. And I played it a little bit and I said, oh, this game is impossible. I'm not going to play this anymore. But I like to think that even though I didn't get it, even though I didn't understand it, I knew that it was supposed to be something good at a time when this game was not as well regarded. As I say that, I'm looking at the back of this where it says all of the review scores that are like 9.4, 9.0, 9.0, A, 9.4. So maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong and actually this game was really well regarded when it came out. But I feel like it wasn't. Anyway. Larry Burner says, yeah, I think he was doing Skyrim and I tried to backseat and I quickly realized I was being that guy. I'm sorry. You weren't being that guy. It was definitely me. If you try to tell Piotr what to do, he will simply, period, not listen. And Penny May number 1 says, the oldest game I remember Piotr played, I believe, was Rain World, but I was definitely here before that. Hey, the debutante says, I feel seen. And Larry Burner says, I shouldn't have backseated anyway because that shit is annoying. I get it though. I was not not very good at Skyrim. Fortunately, it was pretty forgiving. And Penny May number 1 says, my guy brought out the physical copy. You love to see it. Yeah, I think it's still here. Yeah. Oh, look, it has a manual. Remember that when your game used to come with a little book that you could read? Oh, fantastic. Wait, I actually want to see the Oblivion one. Just because I want to see how long it takes for them to credit Patrick Stewart. This is a beefy manual, by the way. Oh, because it's not just a manual. Wait. Oh, it's a map. Oh, this is pretty good. Larry Burner says, what is this thing you call a manual? And Giant Spatcher says, oh, hell yeah, map. And Penny May number 1 says, but wait, there's more. Then there's this whole manual, which explains, to my shock, like what the different buttons do. Is that like GPS? It is kind of like GPS from back when pirates were big. They didn't always have GPS reliably out on the ocean on their boats, and so they used to basically print up instructions for where to go, and that was a map. I think that's basically what it was. Okay, races. Oh, what was I looking at for in this? I forget, but I love this manual. Crime and punishment. Wait. Crimes, bounties, and jails. Oh, I was going to see how long it took them to credit P. Stewart. In general, the following actions are considered crimes and are reported as such if you are detected. Stealing items, horses, etc. I really like that list. Larry Burner says, it sounds like you're lying, but I'll take your word for it. Stealing items, horses, etc. It's funny. Obviously, it makes sense in the context of a video game because an item is like a specific thing. But it seems like items is just a very general term for stealing stuff. Horses and etc. is very good. Grabbing or picking up an owned item, which feels like stealing again, but okay. Trespassing. Starting a fight, in parentheses, defending yourself is not a crime. Or killing a character, again in parentheses, defending yourself is not a crime. Oh, there's a section for taking notes, of course. Larry Burner says, I have 3 horses in my pocket right now. Okay, wait. We gotta go see, do they credit Patrick Stewart? Introduction to Oblivion. So this is the thing. It's sad that manuals are gone, but I don't want to read this Introduction to Oblivion. Ever. With the Elder Scrolls, our goal has always been to create a game that offers unlimited possibilities. A game where you could be whoever you wanted and do whatever you wanted. Live another life in another world has been our motto, and we want you to do just that. So, if you like wandering and exploring, that's what you should do. If you simply want to complete the main quest and feel like you finished the game, then you can just do that. Most folks will find themselves somewhere in between, and fortunately, there's a lot of wandering and exploring involved in finishing the main quest. There are, oh my god, that's only 2 paragraphs out of, 8? It's not worth it. We're not going to read the rest. There are 5 guilds you can join, each with their own storyline and rewards, and you can raise all the way to the head of each faction. So whether you're into stealing, magic, assassinations, or fighting, or all of the above, there's a group just for you. Or there's the arena, where you can go and place bets on fights, or become a combatant and enter the arena for your own honor and glory. Penny Main number 1 says, it's like a print version of Google Maps, except there's a lady telling you where to go, and all the reference points are probably outdated. Also, there's a street missing, and you can't see shit because it's dark, and you have to turn on the car light to barely see anything because the light needs to be changed. And you just realize you got the wrong map. Real story, BT dubs. I remember when we had to print out MapQuest directions, and it was like it was insane in retrospect, right? Because you'd print out the MapQuest directions to go somewhere, and it'd be like 3 pages of paper to get all of these directions down. It was nuts. Ugh. Larry Burner says, I wish I had a kid when Skyrim came out and not let him know any other games existed, since it's been like 16 years since it came out. Hey, Rangoet says, we Peglin up in here. We finally back. Yes, and actually, you're just in time for me to read the next of 9 paragraphs of the Oblivion manual. That's where we are, really. Right? We're playing Peglin, allegedly, but we're reading the manual to Oblivion. We said you could, you can go and place, we talked about the arena. That's good. Of course, everyone in Oblivion seems to need help at one time or another. Talk to people, find out what's going on in their lives. Perhaps they need your assistance or know someone who does. Or, there's the word or, sorry, just let me put my finger down. The word or comes up in this manual, an awful lot. There's a lot of or choices. Or, for even less structure, head out into the wilderness and see what kind of locations you can uncover. Oblivion is filled with all kinds of ruins, shrines, dungeons, caves, camps, hideouts, and forts that may contain their own story, powerful artifact, or perhaps just creatures guarding over their treasure. Rangoet says, really recently got into Balatro, and have you played it? Oh, it's super your thing, a mashup of poker and an RPG deck builder, and encourages you to break the game with creative card combos. So I haven't played Balatro yet. I don't think I have it. Let me see. But it's on my radar. Balance City. No, I don't have Balatro right now, but it's on my radar. I played a game that is like it, which I happened to have from a Humble Bundle or something, which is like Balatro, but you're playing, what's the other game where you hit cards, where you're playing blackjack, but it's not as good. It's just not very good. Of course, you have the We Have Balatro at Home. It is very much the We Have Balatro at Home. Rango says, I feel like this is saying the same thing again and again. Whatever you're reading, this is the... this is going to take a while to explain. So, we were talking about the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and I remembered that I had the Elder Scrolls Oblivion for the PlayStation, and I opened it up to look at the disc, and a map came out, and also this thick-ass manual, which we were just reading. And Penny Main number 1 says, I'm learning more about Oblivion in a stream about Peglin than when I actually played Oblivion years ago. Oh, we're trying to find Patrick Stewart, of course. The Oblivion game manual. Okay, yeah. Yes. And just as you can go and do whatever you like, you can also be whatever kind of character you want. The early part of the game is your chance to try different types of weapons, armor, and magic. Experiment with different playstyles. Try picking locks and sneaking, or using spells and scrolls, or killing things with various weapons. This is a new paragraph. Once you've had a chance to try everything, you'll be offered offered a suggestion as to what type of character you might like to play based on how you've been playing the game. I didn't remember that. I didn't know that. You can accept that choice, choose another class from the list, or create your own custom character with your own combination of specializations and skills. The possibilities are, quite literally, endless. Rango says, I mean, Oblivion's story, not gonna lie, demands you pick up a lot it doesn't really state. That's not what the manual says, Rangoet. I don't know. Don't worry too much about the choices you'll make for your race, birth sign, or class the first time through. Because you head out into the wide world, we give you a chance to reconsider any choices you've made up to that point. At that time, you can change anything you want, from your name to your hairstyle to your major skills. After that, it's up to you. Find your own path and follow it wherever it may lead you. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. We hope your time with the game is as rewarding as ours has been. The Oblivion team. That's actually kind of nice. It's super unnecessary. Like, I can't even begin to state how much we didn't need that. But yes. And Wiseman says, I'd also like to see a Slay the Spire stream if we go down the deck builder route. So we played Slay the... Oh my god, this is a whole thing. So we played Slay the Spire before, at some point, I think. Oh, and we played the Yu-Gi-Oh mod of it, right? I forget. Anyway, we played Slay the Spire, but more crucially, in the last few weeks, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire clones, just because they're good games where, like, I can stop and walk away from the computer literally at any time, which I've been having to do a lot, right? So I've been going through my Steam backlog and playing, like, let me see these games, because I can probably see just the recent ones. Okay. Astria, Six-Sided Oracles, which is Slay the Spire, but with dice. Wild Frost, which is Slay the Spire. Oaken, which is Slay the Spire. Hadean Tactics, which is Slay the Spire, but kind of like a top-down view. What else? Beneath Orsi, which is also Slay the Spire. And yeah, it's just with a 3D thing. Anyway. Ringo says, I also still love in the intro, the Emperor literally goes, hope I don't die. Then he gets stabbed and says, it is fate, I die. Larry Burner says, Uno online. Ringo says, very 180 attitude. And Penny Main number 1 says, I play on all sides, so I always win. Can't be accused of not predicting the future if you predict every possible future. Or maybe he's just chill like that. IDK. I like the idea of predicting your own death and also not predicting it. I think it's a good way to be a king. Prevent the first time I lose health each battle. Bouncers contribute to damage. Apply 1 exploitable to enemies or 2 exploitable on hit. Let's do that. Ooh, it made a good noise. As you can see, I'm very experienced in this game. Bear Butter says, have you ever seen the YouTube channel No Rolls Barred? They made Communopoly and the banker was Stalin. I haven't seen that. That's funny though. What is it called? Oh, No Rolls Barred. It sounds familiar actually. Maybe I've heard of it before. Oh, hit the bomb. I do like board game YouTube channels recently. I've gotten more into just watching people play board games. It started with watching the channel for what is the company called? I can see. Let me just check. IV Games. It was just in the closet. There's just a sign that says IV Games. I started watching. They're a company that makes board games. They mostly do Kickstarter stuff. And I started watching their YouTube channel to learn how to play a game somewhat recently. And that has kind of gotten me into watching people play board games on YouTube, which I realize is a weird thing to do. I don't know. But I like it. Rangoon says, yeah, I think he is meant to just be lying, but that brings up more questions, especially since the death caused the Oblivion Gates to open and the Imperial's worst enemy to turn them into puppets. But I guess that was a good fate to go make happen. The Emperor just doing a little trolling. Just Patrick Stewart getting in there, doing a little trolling. I have his book, actually, here somewhere. Okay, we'll be right back. Pardon me. Penny May number 1 says, this sounds like a really good pun, Lamau. Stealing and Stalin. Oh, stalling and Stalin. Did you ever find the Patrick Stewart recognition? I didn't. I don't think it's in there, actually. I mean, they put him front and center, and obviously he's like the first person that you talk to. But I could not find it in the Oblivion Manual in my terrible search. Wait, hold on. Go. I do have. This is the great thing about not streaming for like 6 months, maybe more, and then being back, because I can tell you about all the things I've been doing. Off he goes. On he comes. Which is that I read Patrick Stewart's book, and it was pretty good. Making It So, a Patrick Stewart memoir. He's a good writer. He tells his stories well. He's not my favorite person after reading it, but he's good. Ringoat says, oh yeah, on Oblivion and Skyrim lore, the reason the evil groups of elves who infiltrate the island of gain power is because they weren't really affected by the Oblivion Gates opening, so leverage it to gain power over all sides affected by it. Was it mostly about Star Trek? Let me think about this. Rangoet, you're making me realize that I did not absorb any of the lore of Skyrim while playing Skyrim. Skyrim to me was just a game of like me running around and fighting dragons. And then we fought a big dragon, and it was the worst dragon, and we fought him. And then I think we stopped playing. I'm pretty sure that was the story in Skyrim. He had like World War II childhood, right? I think so, Patrick Stewart? I think so. I can't remember now. But was it mostly about Star Trek? A big section of it was about Star Trek. Because that was like his big, kind of get in Hollywood. He'd been in the movie, the Dune movie, the original Dune movie. He had played a part in, but that was before he was famous. And also the director had like, I can't remember what it was. He thought he had like a beard or something because he had been wearing a fake beard in the play that the director had seen him in. It was a weird thing. But anyway, that was anyway. Star Trek really blew up his career. Really made him famous. So yes, a lot of it was about Star Trek. Rainbow says, Lamau fair. Skyrim is very forgettable. Oh, god damn it. And most of its lore is generic or makes no sense. Good. Okay, we're gonna do one more Peglin, and this is gonna be the big one because now there's an hour left, and that means it's time to get serious. Larry Burner says he probably also talked about his man being Gandalf. He did talk about Sir Ian McKellen a fair bit. And actually, Sir Ian McKellen's name is right there because, where is it? Sir Ian McKellen recommends this book, I think. Patrick's early life is a Dickensian tale of domestic violence and misfortune, transformed by chance and some good folks into the actor internationally admired and loved. He writes as well as he acts, with insight, truth, and passion. Another Stewart triumph, is what Sir Ian McKellen says about the book. He's also in the book. Whenever the board is refreshed, deal damage to all enemies. Oh, he's in the book because when Patrick Stewart starts being in TV, Sir Ian McKellen tells him not to do it. Like they talk on the phone, and Sir Ian McKellen is like, "Don't do that. Don't do these dumb movies and stuff, and don't be on television. Be in the real theater." But then obviously Sir Ian McKellen has himself become the wizard Gandalf. So, that happened later. Rangoet says, they portray that group as evil. Oh, in Skyrim, okay. Because they were against the Imperials and used the situation to take power, but they did that because they justifiably think the Imperials suck for being imperialist. I mean, it's in the name. And opening the Oblivion games across half the nations again that they weren't affected by, but took action over still. Truly the lore's villain, lol. Larry Burner says, didn't Patrick Stewart do Moby Dick as well? He did, and I don't have it here, but I had Patrick Stewart I had that version of Moby Dick on VHS, I think, as a kid. So I'm definitely familiar with it. Giant Spatcha says he's Alan Rickman in Galaxy Quest. Ugh. I love Alan Rickman in Galaxy Quest. I actually watched Galaxy Quest again this year, in 2025, surely. I forget when I watched it though, but I watched Galaxy Quest again. It's still it's still so good, dude. I kind of can't believe how good that movie is. That movie is so good, says Giant Spatula. I think it's on Amazon Prime maybe, and I watched it there when we first moved here. But it's so good. Giant Spatula says I made my therapist watch it. Very good. When other borders refresh deal damage, yes. That's fantastic. You enriched your therapist's life. Oh, it is such a good movie. That's one that I really feel like I can keep coming back to. You know, there are movies that are good, but like I wouldn't really be that interested in watching again. But Galaxy Quest, every time I rewatch it, I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad I'm watching Galaxy Quest again. Oh, and Rangot says, but yeah, Bellaccio can confirm is addictive. Okay, I gotta get it. How much is Bellaccio right now? Hold up, I'm gonna make an impulse purchase. Is this legal? Is it legal to make an impulse purchase on Steam? On Twitch? It's $15, and I do have $25 in Steam gift cards from... So this is a thing, is that nobody in my family knows what to get me for Christmas, and so multiple people got me Steam gift cards, which has led to me having money in my Steam account, which has led to me... After the stream, we'll maybe purchase Bellaccio. By Grabthar's hammer, what a savings. I could do a better Alan Rickman. Larry Brenner says, I made my therapist watch Starship Troopers, and he said, what the hell am I supposed to do with this information? Tell him to watch Galaxy Quest next. I think I saw Starship Troopers, maybe, like, I think I saw it, like, on TV, because I remember there being commercials. It must have been on TV then, right? It must have been back when I had cable television. Or not even cable television. Okay, we can figure this out. We can figure out when when Starship Troopers played on network television. Because I didn't have cable growing up. When did Starship Troopers... So it would have been like a censored version of it, right? When did Starship Troopers play on broadcast TV? This feels like something I should be able to look up. No? Okay, this is not what I need. Well, that's where I saw it, I assume. I know I wasn't sharing the Google results. They were unimportant and ineffective. I need to not get killed by these dorks. Okay, there we go. That'll kill them all. Mercy. Okay, so now we got... Okay, this is a new run, right? I got nothing going on right now. I can do whatever I want in terms of my build. Same build. Peb ball. +1/+1 for each peb ball and Bull's orb in your deck. Oh, the Orbalisk. We've seen that before. Let me get this Voltorb again. Rainbow says, also found a game that might be your thing. Shipwrecked 64. Oh, I haven't heard of this. Some weird ARG N64 platformer, but really puzzle game. ARG game? About using glitches. Oh, it is ARG. Going out of bounds and using out-of-game information to progress, discover forbidden areas, and put the story together. Was it... Oh, it's an N64 style platformer. Okay, let me look this up real quick. Sorry. But it's not literally on the N64, right? I already forgot what it's called. Shipwrecked 64. Shipwrecked 64 is also well within my price range of my $30 or $25 that I have Let me wish list this. That actually seems more practical. Wait. I'm gonna wish list this game and buy Balatro probably. Larry Burner says we should be at Cake 7 by now, right? Listen. And Ringwood says, there have been games that have done some similar things, but not to this extent and as the focus of the game. Okay, I've got it wishlisted on Steam now. I'm sorry, I should be switching the screen to show that. I'm still getting used to being back. All right. Oh, like poetry. Not a very good shot. Larry Burner says he's the Todd Howard of cake making. I guess that he's done a lot, Todd Howard. Ringwood says, but yeah, Shipwreck 64 looks very unique and cool and does a lot of fun things, like the in-game dev commentary, or using stuff like old-timey game border in fun ways. All right, I'm into it. I just took a quick peek at the description of the game, but I got to look at it more carefully. Okay, we got to get some bombs, right? Bomb. Hit the bomb. Hit the bomb. Hit the bomb. Hit the bomb! Oh. The bat is making some weird noises. I don't like them. Hit the bomb. 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 Ringwood says, plan to play through it with my sister. One playing, the other looking at some stuff. It's some of the out-of-game stuff. I see. You got to do it to get through. Okay, what do we got? We got the green one that upgrades things. We got the Swoltorb. Pultorbegeist. Highway Orbery. Okay. Susceptible. Every 2 things triggers 1 exploitable. Boldorb. Only hits enemies on the ground. Attack pierces all enemies. Yeah, that's a Boldorb. Yeah, we're basically buying a Boldorb. And I'll upgrade my Swoltorb. Bam. Done. Ragwat says, watch as Fyodor tries to make a new build, then reverts to the bomb build. No! It's possible. It's very possible that the bomb build will become the build. You find another Peglin intensely surveying the area. Hello, I'm Haglin. Have we met before? I'm afraid I haven't quite set up shop here yet, but in the meantime, I can offer you a free sample. I'd love to upgrade. Oh, I'd love to remove an orb. Yeah. Ooh, new inventory, Haglin squeals while taking the Peball off your hands. You wonder just how many orbs Haglin has collected. Rangwet says, and they're all red bombs as well, because every bomb build needs to enter the wrong level and insta-kill you. That is sort of a requirement. And Pennymain number 1 says, for me, in terms of single player, recently I've been loving Coffee Talk, which is just such a cozy, cute little game, and Stanley's Parable Deluxe. Oh, I think we played Stanley's Parable on the channel. If not, then I've played it, and it is very good. Yeah, which is genius and one of the most unique and funniest games I've ever played. I can't remember if we played it on stream or not, but I've definitely played through Stanley Parable. And Ringwood says, I've seen Coffee Talk. Looks cozy, yeah! Okay, here's the Boldorb. It's gonna hit everybody, which is great. We gotta make the most of it. Ringwood says, need to play Stanley Parable. Looks so funny and my kind of thing. I think it is, I do think it's worth playing through, even though it's because, you know, sometimes a game like that will be, and Larry Burner says Stanley Parable is great. It's amazing. You have to go in completely blind. Yeah, sometimes a game like that will be like very much of its time, where like the game like comes out and is a big deal and is very surprising and everything, and then over time more games adopt its changes or whatever, its features, and it becomes kind of less surprising or less interesting over time. But I think that Stanley Parable is still worth playing. Rainbow says, Piotr, by the way, I don't know if you know, Stanley Parable Deluxe is a sequel. Oh! I didn't know that. Not actually a deluxe version. I did not know that. That is good to know. Please ignore every dumb thing I just said. Because it's not relevant, apparently. Very good. Very good streaming. Alright, we got this, dork. Just gotta keep up the pressure. Get the refresh, get the refresh, get the refresh, get the refresh, Larry Burner says it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the video game. We played that one that is Oh, you know what? I can never remember anybody's names anymore. Hitchhikers, Guide to the Galaxy. What is the guy's name? Come on, what's the name? Douglas Adams. We played that other Douglas Adams game, Starship Titanic. That's the one. Yep. That was interesting. It was interesting. That game felt old though. That was one that really felt like it needed an update or something to make it more kind of playable. Rainbow says, yeah, I mean, I don't feel that with Stanley Parable from what I've seen. Yeah, sure, there may have been meta story games, but not anything I've seen quite like Stanley Parable. I would agree. And Giant Spatch says, but you should play the text-based Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game if you also want to be infuriated. Oh, good! I think that's H2G2. I assume Hitchhiker's Guide to Hitchhikers, HH, Guide to the Galaxy, GG, H2G2. I got it. And Ringo says, though the dev's other game, The Beginner's Guide, looks a bit more interesting to me, it's a very fun idea for a game. Beginner's Guide is devastating. I did play Beginner's Guide, and I would agree that it was devastating. That was also my impression. And Penny Main number 1 says, Larry Berndorf, yes, you just described what I've been trying to put into words. Great description. The full collection is one of my favorite books of all time. It's so thick, lol, so it makes sense that I would love SP. Oh, Stanley Parable. Got it. Stanley's Parable. Got it. And Larry Berndorf says, you're welcome? Oh, yeah! Let me upgrade this orb. And now we have 2 upgraded things, and that way we don't have to worry about telling them apart. Attacks when applying brambles. Attacks apply 2 transferency to enemies. Projectile attacks will pierce through enemies with transferee X, dealing X times 10% of their original damage. Sure. Get me that mop. Gosh darn it. Now I have... How much money? Please. Map. Go away. In terms of money, I have 1. So probably not a good time to go to the store. No! Okay, we're going to the store. That's fine. In terms of money, I'm not rich, so that was a bit of a misplay. You reach a clearing that is unusually slimy. You progress cautiously, but still lose your step. 3 orbs fall into the slime, and you only have 2 hands. Which will let the Pebball sink. Yeah. You instinctively snatch up an orb in each hand, but you watch as the Pebball disappears deep into the muck. Ringo says, but yeah, that's how I felt with what I've seen of Shipwreck 64. I obviously haven't played it yet, but seen bits and pieces, and though it's very original and cool, I also feel the initial, this innocent N64 game is actually a secret horror game, is not really a twist, and kind of predictable, if not straight up the whole reason people play it. That's definitely something that I've seen a bit. I was watching a video today. Oh, what was the guy playing? Of a guy playing a game. I'm going to look on YouTube real quick. Let me see if it's in my YouTube history. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. What was he playing? Benny Bash. I watched just earlier today. It was a game like that where I watched a guy play through the demo version of it. But it was the same thing where it's like an experiment, like a game within a game, and the game is very spooky. Okay, great. Ooh. Penny Main number 1 says, all right, guys, my time has come. Oh, this has been a great stream as always, Piotr. Y'all have a good night. Oh, thanks so much. See you later. Larry Berndorf says, the only horror game I like is Outlast. I have Outlast. I think I've even played it in 2015. No, I got it in 2015 and haven't played it, but I should. It's in spooky games, which is a good category for it to be in. We got to play Outlast. Man, this is the thing. It's like, coming on and streaming again, it's making me realize how many games I need to play. Good God. Outlast I gotta play. I gotta go back. Are there content things where I wouldn't want to play it on stream? I'll check a different time. So many games, not enough time. For real. Whenever you reload, heal 6. Attack supply 4 blind. Get it. Blindness. Let me go down this way so I can get this treasure chest. Bam. Yeah, Yeah, there's really not enough time to play all the games. Things are, you know, calming down a little bit here. But yeah. But there's still not enough time. Ringwood says, I will say without spoiling how Shipwreck 64, from what I've seen, constantly redefines itself. And though at first it is a bit like a FNAF fish, Five Nights at Freddy's-ish style twist horror, but then constantly changes the mood and what you think of the setting in some super unique ways. And it's what really sold me on it. Larry Butter says, there's some dong, but I see people stream it all the time. That is what I was thinking of, was the dong. I'm going to offer the Bolt Orb. You place the Bolt Orb on the altar, but it sinks right into the stone slab of stone. As your offering disappears, you feel your other hand grow warm and realize your Swoltorb is now level 3. Okay, we're all Swoltorbs. That's what we're doing in this build. And attack supply Spinfection 1. Heal 1 for every peg. No, let's do Spinfection. Let's just put a bunch of dorky things on our enemies. Get a little bit of everything. Just get a bunch of negative status effects on everybody. What could go wrong? I feel like those kinds of builds in games are always either amazing or terrible. The kind of status magic or status effect build. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Giant's Badge says enemies can have a little status effect as a treat. Exactly. Oh, look at all those status effects we put on him. Fantastic. Okay, that guy's dead. Feels good. Ringo says, saying that though, when I first saw Shipwreck 64 on my Steam recommended, I did pass it off as an old N64 nostalgia game. It's tough, you know, because the games obviously have to sell themselves as what they're as the thing that they're trying to be, but then you risk, or that they're pretending to be, I should say, but then you risk turning people off, right? Okay, massive crit damage, double trouble. No, just upgrade my other Swoltorb. I could definitely see that happening. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Why is this a U? Just trust me. Trust me on this build. It's gonna work. And Larry Burner says, I'm sure there's a blur mod for Outlast. Yeah, there must be. I really should play that. That's one of these games that I've had on my list for a long time. And Ringo says, yeah, true. On one hand, Shipwreck 64 seems like a broken amateur game helps with the story and focus on breaking the game, but it also makes it hard to sell without prior knowledge. It was the same thing with, this is not going to be, I'm not saying that the game is like this game, but I remember that happening with Doki Doki Literature Club, right? When that game came out, it seemed like, what do you call those novel games? I don't even know. But where you marry an anime woman at the end. It seemed like one of those games, and I think it was at first a hard sell to get people to play it, even though obviously it was really upending that genre. Anyway. Double Trouble? Eye Circle? Reorganizer? No. How much health do I have? 63? Heal me up, and let's continue. And then fight the boss. Okay, we don't have a very good build here, but I'm hoping that the first boss, with our heals in particular, will be doable, but we'll see. This is not our most efficient game of Peglin, is it? They buffed this boss a little bit. Oh, okay. That's good to know. And Larry Burner says, there's a genre where you marry an anime woman. I guess I was under a rock for that one. Yeah, can you believe it? It's crazy. But the game is about so much more than just marrying an anime woman. God, I feel like it's a bit sad because I feel like Doki Doki Literature Club is sort of like a contemporary reference, but that game's got to be over 10 years old, right? Oh, brutal. I hate it. The passage of time, that is. Same with Outlast, though, TBH. That's true, actually. Yeah, Outlast came out in 2013. That is a bit crazy. Okay, we are overdue on playing these. Wait, let me see. Outlast. They've made a bunch of sequels, right? Red Barrels. They've made a few sequels. They've made 2 sequels. Got it. Including one that comes out... Oh, that came out this month. Red Barrels. Invites you to experience mind-numbing terror, this time with friends. I don't want to play it with friends. But Outlast 2 sounds interesting. Rangwet says, I also feel Doki Doki could have gone around that if they acted more like a serious visual novel, but then like the snap of overly happy game to overly fucked up game wouldn't have hit as hard. 2017! They made 2 in Trials. Trials is with friends. I see. Okay. Got it. So Outlast, okay. And Outlast 2 is 2017. I see. Some good spacing of games. I mean, 2013 to 2017 to 2024, they're taking their time. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's beef up this section. That's all that this shot is meant to do, is beef up over here, and then we gotta go get that green thing. Or we could bounce over here. It wasn't a good plan! Oh, okay, here we go. We're gonna hit this to get the green thing next time. And we got a bomb, so that was a good shot. That was an okay shot. Okay, we gotta get this now. Ringwood says, and the dev... Oh, did I win? Oh! What? I thought the guy had way more health than that. I guess I wasn't looking. Rainbow says the dev would never have done that because he made it because he didn't like visual novels, which shows because I feel like what he did is kind of common for the visual novel genre, just less over dramatic. Larry Burnett says Trials is great because if you're a coward, you can just stay in the starting room and play chess. Oh yeah, that does sound fun. Giants Veg says you won. The transferency is good. Nice. Yeah. Gain 1 spiness after attacking. No, I want to put more debuffs on enemies. Or do nothing. Continue. And orb damage is increased. What the hell? To X to the 1.3. And the targeted enemy is damaged every time a thing is activated, but attacks will only deal 2 plus bonus damage. I don't even know what that's saying. All orbs get morbid, but boards contain half as many refreshes. No. The board will contain 10 additional refreshes, but each only refreshes 8% of the board. Attacks and bombs deal 2 times damage. No. Let's do the rest for later. Okay, fine. So there'll be lots of refreshes. You can also skip the relic. Maybe I should have. Rainbow says, that reminds me, I forget what game it is, but there's one horror game where you can walk back to your cabin, sleep, and then wake up and win the game, having no idea what happened because all you had to do was survive till morning. And if you never entered the danger area, that's pretty funny. That's like, God, I can't even, I'm not even sure, actually. But that is pretty good. I do appreciate that. Okay, there's a lot of dudes coming up with shields. This seems tougher than I remember. This part of the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess we're taking down their shields. And there's a lot of refreshes, so that seems good. Larry Burner says, this is the problem with disappearing for months. We all got a yap. It's true. Myself certainly included. Jeez. Rango says, and I remember the ending. You don't just wake up to winning, but you've seen the place you were meant to visit just covered in wrecked US military vehicles and dead monsters on fire. That is pretty good. Ooh, I do like that. Get him. Okay. Oh. Larry Birder says, I want to know the game. Ooh, they're tempting me with this multi-ball nonsense. I can't I can't be bought in by it. Applies 1 spinfection on hit. On crit, applies 2 spinfection. Perfect. Ringwood says, so I can make someone do that, but tell them nothing. Just keep it a little secret. Ooh, I could also get this multi-ball. Don't do it. Don't do it, Petey. Upgrade your other ball. Upgrade your purple ball. Do it twice. Perfect. I'm sure this will be a phenomenal build. Let's go to this side. And Ringwood says, I forget its name. It's def some slightly older, or old indie horror. Interesting. Okay, we got our spinfection ball. Let's try to get a crit. And Ringwood says, I say horror, but it was like a horror that doesn't take itself too seriously. I guess so, if you can just wake up and skip all the game. Okay, these guys are jumping. I don't like that. So a romantic comedy? Exactly. Okay, bad boys coming in. Maybe we ought to upgrade our little dag orb. Something to think about. Okay, this is good. This is going well. This is going good. Oh, fantastic. No, that was less fantastic. When he stomped on my face, I didn't like that as much. But overall, fantastic. Okay! Infernorb, no. Splatorb, no. Susceptible, no. No. Upgrade my Dagorb. And again. Great. Then we'll go this way and get the boss. Okay, lots of dorks here. Ringwood says, the only other thing I remember from it is one part being annoying as fuck with zombies that hide next to doors you open, and the fact you got a piece of paper with a bomb attached, and instead of reading the hint and putting the rigged paper down, your guy keeps it and decides to run where the hint is and then dispose of it? Oh, get where the hint is hinting at. That seems unnecessary. God, I wonder what game that is. Okay, it's not going well so far. Is this going to be the turning point where my terrible build decisions are going to F me over? Maybe. Maybe? Okay. This... I mean, I kind of got to get the crit, but there's just no way. Okay, that guy died. Larry Burner says, now I just want to play Keep Calm and No One Explodes. I played that at some point. Let me see. I probably played it for like 10 minutes. Oh, no, I've definitely played it. I don't have it on Steam. Maybe I have it on the old, as an old Humble Bundle game. But I definitely have played it. And Giant Spatch says, oh, Keep Calm and No One Explodes is so fun. The shields are going to screw up your build. Oh, the shields. Okay. Just wait. That was not worth waiting for. And Ringwood says, and that it was... Wait. Keeping an eye on it. And that it was overall generic and forgettable. Evil scientist brings back some zombies in a manner. Was this a Resident Evil game? Okay. We might do okay, but we're gonna... I mean, we might survive, I should say, but we're gonna pay for it. It's gonna cost us. Oh! God, that guy just friggin' died! That's great! I don't think it was RE, but Def Inspired. Got it. Ball Lightning, multi-ball, doubles the amount of spinfection on the enemy and can target any enemy. That is interesting. Are we doing a spinfection build? Or do we want another Swoltorb? I'm going to be dumb and get a Swoltorb. Spinfaction Orb! Uh-oh, I didn't get it. I'm sorry. It was Airbnb Evil. Cause of death? Death. Oh, Resident Evil, Airbnb Evil. I got you. I got you. I'm sorry I did not take the Spinfection. Also, there's this big knight. I don't know what he does. He's got some kind of a pole next to him. I'm not super hot about this man being here. Oh. And he's got a mirror, which also seems bad for me. Well. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I mean, it wasn't good. Ow. Okay. Okay. Alright. This guy has maybe too much health for me to deal with. We will see. Just send it down here. Just send it down here. Get the refresh. It's not even close to enough damage. Okay, go get that little shield on the side. And get the bomb there, please. Or whatever. Easy. Easy. It's gonna go fine. It did not go fine! Okay, here we go. Here we go. Good. Ow. Alright, we are in trouble here. He's got 32... Oh, blind. He does not have very much Spinfection. I'm totally wrong. Lose 10 times X HP. Wait, so he's gonna lose 60 HP? Rainbow says, it also reminds me of that one Space Station 13 game, oh my gosh, where I was a priest and I was meant to deal with some vampires. I get drunk at the bar, sleep in my room and go AFK, come back to a cultist ritual in the chapel, a group of like 6 vampires behind the chapel and both of them screaming about zombies overrunning the station. Worst time to go AFK is the priest. Feels like you could have been pretty useful there, I'll be honest. And Giant Match says, I think a lot of the first box relics are traps. Interesting. Well, we got him. We owned that son of a gun. And Larry Burnham says, I had the PE demo on my PS4 and apparently I deleted it. I got offered 600 because I had it. Oh no, I know what you mean, the Kojima game, right? That Silent Hill, which is called... I can't remember these things anymore. I think I'm just getting old, dude. PT. Yes. Playable trailer. That's it. That's why... Okay, great. I got it. And the Ringoette says, literally overslept the zombie apocalypse, a cultist invasion, and vampire secret government emerging. Honestly, it's just better to sleep through that kind of thing. Activate each peg 2 times, can target any enemy. No. Upgrade an orb. Do this. And Ringoette says, oh yeah, we found out vampires took control of command and had a legit secret government that round. That seems fine. Now we could have 2 more refreshes, which is less good because each of those refreshes won't do as much. Deal extra damage the longer your orbs are in flight or whenever shield is... No, just get me more refreshes. F it. Get more refreshes. Okay. And Ringoette says it was truly the conspiracy theory game. I like the flags. I like the way that the background looks. Oh, and there's evil paintings. It's like playing, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. No, it wasn't Bloodstained Ritual of the Night that had evil paintings. It was, that game that's a Castlevania-like, that got a sequel that I've played. Okay, I can figure this out. Wait. I can figure this out from my games that I've played. If I scroll down enough, I'm sure I'll find it. Chroma Squad. Oh my gosh. Wait. I'm looking at... Here, let me change the... Giant Patch says, whoa, I've not seen this. And Unwisebird says, refresh is good with Swole Torbs. They updated. Oh yeah! What was I looking for? I just wanted to see what the game was that... Oh man, remember when we played Metal Unit? Ooh. Now I'm forgetting it. It's out of my mind. Bloodstained? Yes, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. No, not Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Although that's a similar game in that it's a Castlevania-like. Oh, what was it called? I played more than this of it. But I might have played it not on Steam. Larry Burnham says Metal Unit was a game title? That's unfortunate. With the mac and cheese? No, not with the mac and cheese. It's, oh, Lord. It's got a sequel. It's like Castlevania, kind of, though. But it's a roguelike, crucially. Is the big thing about it, is that the castle changes every time you go in. Oh, I can't remember. Awful. Just losing my mind. Let me see real quick. Let me think. If it's not here, then I might have not played it on Steam, which is definitely possible because the original game was older. Ah, it's gone. That's a shame. I'll remember it later. He said, still looking. Oh, man. It's like Castlevania. It's a roguelike. And the castle changes up every time you go in. They had a big update, or a big sequel in like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I must not have played it on Steam. Weird. Okay. Rangwood says, not as funny as that time some guy killed all the command members and just used their outfits and a voice changer to pretend command convos were being leaked to the whole station. Somehow convinced everyone that there was a secret fart-based explosive was going to destroy the whole station and command leave the station. The crew nicknamed it the Fartening. I do admire the fun stories that come out of Space Station 13. When I played it, I remember not being able to really get the hang of it enough to fully enjoy those things. It seemed like a game where I personally would need to put in more time to kind of get all the different roles and stuff. Larry Butter says, Dog, I'm so old I played Castlevania on NES, so I need more specifics. I've played Castlevania on the Wii. Oh, I can't remember. I'm looking again. Cathedral! No, Cathedral's not the game, although that is sort of similar. Oh no. This is the thing, is like I'm gonna turn off the stream, and as soon as I shut it off and my brain works again, I will totally remember it and have a horrible time. Oh well, here we go. Let's get the crit. Does that matter for this? Yes. You have Discord. True. Okay, yes. We can use the Discord finally for something other than apologizing. Deals no damage but heals me. That actually might be good. Permanently removed. Yeah, let's get this. Let's get the Docked Orb. Just because I need heals in a big way. And having regular heals would not be something that would go amiss, I don't think. Maybe I'm watering down my deck, but I think it's fine. Heal too! Oh, I should have healed too! John Spatch says, this is also new. And Ringo says, I also think a bit of a problem is the server we were on has got a bit too serious and filled with well-seasoned players. I see. When I first played that server, it was full of new player idiots fucking around, making up funny stuff, and a whole crew believing there's a fart-based explosive that will end them all. That's too bad. People got too good at the game. Come on. Good. Lots of bombs. These candles are not good for me, so that sucks. Okay, good to know. Yes. Okay. Did I get this ball before? No. I did not get the ball that... Okay, let's heal first. And then... Okay, great. That answers my question. Should we buy anything? The answer is no, because I am too poor. Ow. Too poor to buy anything. Please don't do this. No, not like this! Ah, come on, come on, come on. Don't go in the fire. Okay, good. Rangoat says some veteran players is nice, but Space Station 13 I think is most fun with new players who fuck up and make crazy shit happen from it and learn together because the game is a very communal experience. I believe it. I believe that it would be good to have like kind of a mix. It was fun to play with you and have like a more experienced person to kind of take me under their wing, definitely. More refreshes. Is that what this is? Yes, more refreshes. No, actually the grabber's better. No! I'm so sorry. And Ringwatts is like, instead of sweaty engineer, make the engine perfectly. You had engineers accidentally possessing the engine with an evil spirit. That does seem imperfect as an engineer. Okay. Attacks gain +2/+0 for each thing on the board. Attack supply 1 exploitable. Yes, exploitable. Get more debuffs on the enemies, I say. Always. And go this way. Exploitable, says Giant Spatula. Okay, we got the exploitable. We guessed right. Which makes them do more damage from critical hits. Okay, great. Berndorf says, is this a do the opposite of what Giant Spatula says run? Listen. Potentially. Just a me being kind of a dumb person run. Okay. Okay. Now, depending on where the crit is... Okay, perfect. Yeah. Get the big dagger. Dagorb. Great. Remember, so yeah, that happened because we fed the engineer a bear. I mean, me and 3 other players don't agree on feeding an engine a bear that was said to be a bit too big to feed it. It feels like a bear in the engine. I got to admit, doesn't seem like the best idea in the world. But I'm not an engineer of things that exist on the material plane, so it's possible that I'm mistaken. Now we have a problem in that the candles... Oh, and this guy's still alive. Okay, we're gonna lose here. Got it. Okay, we're gonna lose here. I see. Got it. We gotta get some of these bombs, dude. Otherwise, we are in big danger time. So it's bombs, and we kind of got to get 2 bombs, maybe even 3 to survive this. So let's do it. Let's just get all 3 of those bombs. How hard can it be? Not look good. And remember, it's not as bad as when we fed the engine a box of 10 uranium rods, though. I could see that being a problem. And Larry Burner says, I mean, an engine can only take so many liters. A bear is a lot of fucking liters. A bear, the capacity of a... Oh my god, that was like the worst shot ever, too. No! I can see that being a problem. Alright. Tell you what. It did leak the whole engine room with blood. That was a pretty good run, though. We're getting back into it. Tell you what, let's call it here for tonight. We're gonna quit while we're ahead on this stream. Hopefully instead of going until everybody's super tired of it. Yeah, we'll be back again. Hopefully not in like 6 months, to play some more games. Probably Peglin again. Maybe after I familiarize myself with it a little bit, or maybe something else. Until then, if you watched any of this stream live tonight, thank you so much for watching live. And if you watch this as a recording or on YouTube, thank you so much for watching that way too. Larry Burner says you have to remember the castle cologne. However you watched it, or you can't sleep. The castle cologne. Oh yes. Okay, I'll remember that right afterwards. I'll post it in the Discord. However you watch this, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I will wait. Oh, I'm so not ready for this. I will see you later. There we go. Nailed it.